Hey, it's Josh Brazilian Gringo, and in this video, we're going to review Rosetta Stone Portuguese. So a lot of people use Rosetta Stone Portuguese because it is probably the most popular language learning program, and they spend a ton of money advertising that program to get it in front of people's faces. But is it really that great of a program? It's good for a few things. Okay, Rosetta Stone is good for learning vocabulary. Their methodology of using pictures, sound, and text to teach it to you is actually pretty effective. It's good for pronunciation because you have to speak it back to them in order to move on to the next lesson. So that's good. If you actually buy Rosetta Stone, then you get some Skype lessons with a native speaker. So that's a cool added bonus. But beyond that, I think that Rosetta Stone has a lot of limitations. Principally, Rosetta Stone was not made by people who speak Portuguese, or they might speak Portuguese, but I have no idea if they actually do because there's nothing in the program that suggests that they actually speak Brazilian Portuguese. It's a cookie cutter program that they use, the same program that they use to teach German and French and Spanish is what they use to teach Portuguese. They just translated it and had some native speaker speak out all the dialogues and stuff without actually crafting a unique course for people learning Brazilian Portuguese. And none of the pictures that they use are about Brazil or have Brazilians in it, so that's kind of lame as well. And it's a really expensive program too. You pay a lot of money, and you'd think for all the money that they spend on the program, they could actually customize it a bit for Portuguese, but I guess they have to pay for all of their expensive advertising somehow. Another downside about Rosetta Stone is that, it's really just not made for Brazil or people learning Brazilian Portuguese, so you're going to miss out on local slangs and colloquial expressions and greetings. If you learn Portuguese with Rosetta Stone, you're going to have to learn Portuguese again when you come to Brazil. You're going to be really stiff and dry, and you're going to be kind of awkward when you actually meet people because it doesn't give you any of the tools for basic conversation. You'll have grammar and you'll have vocab and all that stuff, but you won't actually be able to communicate with people effectively and get them to know, like, and trust you. So if it comes down to Rosetta Stone or nothing, then Rosetta Stone is obviously better than nothing. Doing some program will help you learn Portuguese. But if it's down to Rosetta Stone versus another language learning program, then I would say throw away Rosetta Stone and go pick up Semantica Portuguese. It's a lot cheaper, and it's actually made by people who learn Portuguese for people who are learning Portuguese. So it's got lessons that are specifically tailored to people who are moving to Brazil. You will learn how to converse like a Brazilian. You will understand the culture on a much deeper level than you can with any other program. And you will learn how to greet Brazilians, how to interact amongst Brazilians. And it's just a really good program if you are serious about actually learning Brazilian Portuguese as it is spoken in Brazil. And it's just a really good program. It's a video course. It's almost like a novella that teaches you Portuguese. So it's actually really fun and engaging, and you will want to keep going back to the lessons because you want to know what happens in the story. So that's a really cool way of learning, is through stories. So don't use Rosetta Stone, use Semantica Portuguese, and you can go get your copy of Semantica Portuguese. You can sign up using the link down below, or you can just Google it or whatever. I strongly advise against Rosetta Stone, and I highly recommend Semantica Portuguese.